Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down one of the most powerful and honestly most overlooked sales tools you have, a deep, evidence-based belief in what you actually sell. We're going to show you how this one thing can completely eliminate friction and just transform your entire sales process. Okay, so for so many expert founders, selling can feel like you're pushing a massive boulder uphill. You know your offer's valuable, right? You've seen the results with your own eyes. But there's this hidden friction that just makes the whole thing feel so much harder than it needs to be. Today, we're going to put a name to that friction, and then we're going to show you how to dissolve it, for good. And we call this the guilt tax. It's that subtle internal hesitation that makes you feel like you have to, hype up your work, or even worse, that you have to constantly prove your value in every single conversation. It's a tax, and you pay for it with your confidence, your energy, and, at the end of the day, with lost sales. So let's jump into a really powerful story that illustrates exactly how to get over this. And this isn't about theory, okay? This is a real-world shift that completely changed everything for one business owner. So get this. This founder had an offer they knew, intellectually was good. But there was this huge disconnect between their head and their heart. They just couldn't feel the transformation they were creating for people, and that guilt was basically poisoning every sales call they had. So they did something really simple but profound. They stopped trying to get better at sales, and instead, they just sat down and systematically reviewed the evidence. They read every single thank you note, every testimonial, every little message of gratitude. And they weren't looking for marketing copy. They were looking for proof. And the result of this one simple exercise was just huge. It wasn't about learning a new script or some fancy closing technique. Nope. By just immersing themselves in the proof of their past wins, something fundamental shifted inside them. And here is the crucial shift. The whole frame of the conversation changed and went from this high-pressure pitch where they felt like they had to prove their own worth to this calm, grounded, and really confident invitation, an invitation into a transformation they knew was real.
This story just brilliantly illustrates this fundamental split in sales psychology, especially when the stakes are high, right? It's the difference between trying to convince somebody and confidently guiding them.
So on one side, you have the proving mindset. This is fueled by anxiety, by a need for validation. It's loud, it's full of hype, and it's all about the seller. But on the other side, you have the inviting mindset. This is all about quiet, grounded confidence. It's rooted in evidence, and it's focused entirely on serving the other person. And let me tell you, your potential clients feel that difference instantly.
And this is the key takeaway. So many people think they need to be louder or more persuasive to sell. They don't. Hype is fragile. It's brittle. What you actually need is a deeper, more profound connection to the truth of the transformation you deliver. See, confidence that's grounded in truth, well, that's unshakable. So how do we build this grounded confidence systematically so it's not just some fleeting feeling? Okay, let's break down the framework for making this a core asset in your business. It all starts right here, with this core principle. And this isn't some fluffy, feel-good quote. It's a strategic starting point. Belief isn't the byproduct of sales. It is the engine. And this is the absolute foundation of what we call offer trust. Offer trust isn't just wishful thinking, It is a strategic asset. It's a deep internal conviction that you build and you maintain by creating a system for regularly reviewing the tangible, verifiable proof of your impact. And this proof, it's everywhere once you start looking for it. It's not just in the big, formal testimonials. It's in the quick thank you messages in your inbox, the little notes you jot down about client breakthroughs, even a client just expressing a sense of relief. These aren't just nice moments. They are tangible data points proving your value. The result of all this is a really powerful shift in your presence. When you build that offer trust, your tone of voice becomes both softer and stronger at the same time. The desperation just vanishes, and it's replaced by the steady, clear confidence. You become the guide that buyers are actively looking for.
Okay, let's get to the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle. How do you turn this insight from a one-time aha moment into a reliable, professional system that works for you every single day?
Let's be really clear here. This is not about manufacturing fake confidence or memorizing a bunch of lines. True, sustainable sales confidence comes from a system of remembering. It's about creating a process to intentionally reconnect with the incredible impact you are already making.
And that leaves us with the final question, right? This is the one that separates the amateurs from the true professionals. How do you anchor this process into the very DNA of your business so that your belief is always topped up, always accessible, and always driving your sales forward with total integrity?
Well, to professionalize this, you need a repeatable system for what's called impact anchoring. This is the essential next step to scaling your sales with integrity. And that is exactly what 365 Freedom helps you build, the operational systems to make sure your belief isn't just a feeling, but your most potent and reliable sales asset.